I- Okay. So, uh, most honorable, the pillar of our CAPED ambassador program, dear Anmol sir, all our Habilder friends, other my seniors, juniors, ladies and gentlemen, warm welcome you all in this presentation show that is all about our health, our cancer awareness, prevention, and its early detection. So, before presenting our slides, I would like to ask one question to you all. What is the instant source of energy? The answer is very obvious, glucose, isn't it? But what if I'll tell you that without taking glucose intake, you will get instant energy within 10 seconds. So that is one pranayama, and we all, our Habilder friends are very much aware about it, and that is the Vastrika pranayama. So within 10 seconds, if you are inhaling, deep inhalation and forceful exhalation, you will get the instant energy. So shall we practice for the 10 seconds to get instant energy? So make your fist and place beside your shoulders. Start doing with me. Close your eyes and forceful inhalation and exhalation for the counting of 10. While you inhaling, just instantly, simultaneously raise your hands. Be ready and start now. Close your eyes. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. How are you feeling now? Energetic, right? So now we will present our presentation. I am sharing my slide. Sir, can I share my slide?
Yes, ma'am. I have accepted your permission.
Okay, okay.
यू कैन शेयर इट एंड एक वहाँ पे साउंड का ऑप्शन आता है कि शेयर दिस विथ साउंड। तो अगर आपके पीपीटी में साउंड वाला कुछ है तो उस पर क्लिक कर दीजिएगा प्लीज।
Okay. So I am talking about the CAPET. Have you heard the term CAPET before? CAPET is an acronym for Cancer Awareness, Prevention and its Early Detection. It is a trust. And you know me, I am Mukta Sharma, a health professional and an upcoming CAPET ambassador. This is me. Now, we will talk about our organization. This is a CAPET. This is a trust and working in the healthcare domain since for the last 10 years. And it is working especially for the cervical cancer and about the cancer awareness, prevention, and its early detection. So you may wonder that why there is need to start an organization, especially for cervical cancer, when there are so many cancers in India. You know, there are some typical reason, and in India, we lose one woman in every 8 minutes from the disease that is completely preventable, 100% preventable, and that is our cervical cancer. So we start this organization, and other reason is also behind this, that in other developed country, there are some programs, some strategy, campaign to support the cervical cancer patients or the cancer patients. But in India, there is no such program yet to support the cancer patients for their navigation, for their early detections or screening. So our organization really thought about it and start it for the cancer awareness, prevention, and its early detection. And after screening, there were no any navigation system, so our organization also started patient navigation system, in that we navigate the patient after screening where they will go for the further treatment and other palliative care. So this is about the starting of our organization. And our organizations, if you will go through this stats, this data, so overall outreach is more than 80.3 million, and more than 1041 screening camps are also run by our organization. And the important thing is, it is not only the supported the screen the patient, but also trained the community health worker and even the health professionals. And I would say proudly that I am one of them, and I am being trained by this organization. So that is all about the CAPID, Cancer Awareness, Prevention, and its early detection. Now, what does cancer mean to you? So when we think about the cancer, lot of people thinks lot of things. They think that cancer is fear, cancer is fatal, and cancer is death. But what if I will tell you that it is completely preventable if it is detected early? So there is condition. If we have detected early, then it can prevented and it can be treated at the 100%. So, we need to understand that what cancer is and how do we prevent it. So for that, we will refer one video, and please go through this video.
At the simplest level, cancer or cancer cells are cells that have lost the ability to follow the normal control that the body exerts on all cells. In our body, we have billions and billions of cells, and they have different functions. It's a very complicated process under incredibly phenomenal control. And if something goes wrong and that control is lost, then particular cells escape the normal control mechanisms, and they continue to grow, and they may spread. That's what we call cancer.
As those cells grow and divide, they turn into a mass, or they clump together, and that's what we would call a tumor. And then they can get smart and then spread other places, and that's what we call metastasis.
Cancer can actually occur anywhere in the body because there are cells everywhere in the body. In women, one of the most common cancers, of course, is breast cancer, and in men, prostate cancer. And in both men and women, lung cancer and colon cancer are common cancers.
What it basically says, it says that our body has cells all over, so it can cause cancer anywhere. And in case of cancer, the cells lost its control mechanism, and you can figure out this figure, the shape and size, and here you can figure out the numbers. So the cells, as the cells lost its control mechanism, so it clumped together and form a tumor, and that we call it as a tumor cells or cancer cells. So here we are not here to understand what cancer is, what is its anatomy and physiology, but we are here to know how do we prevent, how do we detect it in the early stage. So we go with the fact that cancer can affect people of all nationalities and age group. And I have said you that in India, yet India carries 1/4 world's cervical cancer death. So why it is so? It is because of its geography. Is it because of its geography or its eating pattern or our lifestyles? Absolutely not. Then why? What is the reason? The reason behind it, we are lack of awareness. We have lack of awareness, and we don't have such programs, such screening programs, such awareness. And in India especially, the women are very much unaware, not proactive about their health. They are not concerning about their health. They're just taking care of their loved ones, their family members. But when the turn comes to herself, she always ignored herself. So we are here to create an awareness. What we are doing, what we are hearing, this is the first step towards cancer awareness. There are common cancers in India are the breast cancer, oral cancer, and cervical cancer. Ovarian cancer, lung cancer, and stomach cancer are also very common. So lung cancer nowadays are very much prevalent, especially in our capital region due to the AQI. You are very much aware about it. So we need to discuss about it. Now, as I have said you that yet India carries 1/4 cancer burden death, and if we will detect it in the early stage, so we can prevent it 100%. So for that, I am giving you the 7 warning signs as a symptom. If you will remember this, that if any one of them, it will stay in 6 weeks or more than that, or recur. Recur means what? If it occurs again and again, even after you finish your course of medications, your antibiotic, and it recur, means again occur again, then you need to go to consult to the doctor. Don't ignore it. American Cancer Society uses the word caution as an acronym for to remember our signs as a symptom. So one by one we will discuss on it. Change in bowel or bladder habits. So which kind of change you will notice? Then you will go to consult with the doctor, you know. If you will notice constipation, frequent loose motion, diarrhea, dehydration, or frequent urination. So all these symptoms is a trigger for you. You need to go to consult to the doctor. In the recent past, I came across one story that one of my friend's mother was suffering from lung cancer, but they have, she had symptoms of frequent diarrhea, loose motion only. And after some time, she had diagnosed at the lung cancer and she passed away. So she had the disease of lung cancer, but she developed the symptoms of frequent diarrhea. So don't ignore it. It could be nothing. It could be anything. It could be other disease. It could be a cancer. So don't ignore, must go to consult to the doctor. A sore that doesn't heal. With this symptom, I have my own emotional angle because my cousin sisters was suffering from the oral mouth ulcer, oral sore, and you must be knowing about the muh mein chhale aa jana. This is very common symptoms that, like after taking antibiotics or after fever, or this is very common due to lack of B complex, insufficient water intake. You will have such kind of symptom. But she had this symptom and she contacted me. I suggested her for all these remedy and I suggested her to go to consult to the doctor. She went, but unfortunately, she didn't diagnose within a year with such kind of disease. But after 1 year, she had diagnosed with 3rd stage of oral cancer. What do you think? So common symptom, and she had diagnosed with the 3rd stage of oral cancer, and she underwent partial glucectomy, and her half part of tongue were resected. So that's why I am here to create an awareness among our fellow members that you need to not ignore any kind of symptoms. Just take it serious and go to consult to the doctor. Screen yourself. 3rd symptom is unusual bleeding or discharge. So from where you will notice unusual bleeding or discharge? Not only from the vagina or urethra, but anywhere, from anywhere, like your nose, your gums, tongue, your throat, your ears even, and from your anus, urethra, and vagina, of course. If you will notice any kind of bleeding or discharges, then you need to go to the doctor. Our next symptom is thickening or lump in the breast, testicles, or elsewhere. Usually what we think that tumor means lump. But no, could be multiple symptoms. It can erupt as a tumor and as a cancer. So not only in the breast and testicles, but elsewhere, means anywhere in your body parts. If you notice any kind of hardness or thickening, then you go to see the doctor. Indigestion or difficulty swallowing. So if you are feeling indigestion, like you are not feeling to take, you are feeling fullness in your stomach, then go to consult to the doctor. And if you have the dysphagia, means swallowing difficulty, don't take it as a usual that apne aap theek ho jayega. Just you need to go to consult to the doctor. Now, obvious change in the size, color, shape, or thickness of a wart, mole, or a mouth sore. Mouth sore, I have already explained. And if you notice, there is two moles. There are two moles here. And because it is normal, so it is not visible at all. You can't notice it. But if it is converting in any kind of like cancer, so its increase is size, shape, and color. If it is so in any of your near ones or in yourself, then don't ignore it. Just take it in a kind that you have to need to consult to the doctor. Now, nagging cough or hoarseness. So, nagging cough, there are two kinds of cough, productive and unproductive. So, you must have seen the advertisement in the TV that 6 weeks se zyada khansi TB ho sakta hai. It could be TB, it could be other lung infection, but it could be a cancer. And your voice, like your gale mein kharash aa raha hai, your hoarseness voice ho raha hai, so in that case also you not to ignore it. You don't have to ignore it. Now, the reducing means weight loss. So unexplained weight loss, if you are not taking any effort and your weight, you are reducing your weight, so don't be happy that, oh, my weight is reducing now. Don't think in that way. Just need to consult to the doctor. So all these symptoms are very, very important and need to remember. And 3 things you need to remember: any one of the symptom, or for the 6 weeks or more, and it recur. So 3 points you need to remember. Now, the preventive measures for cancer. As I said, it is preventable. But with this healthy lifestyle, yes, there is a screening and the vaccination is there for the preventive measure. But here, if you are adopting all these lifestyles, it still could be the chance to erupt some kind of cancer. Or if you are doing nothing and you have never any cancer, so it could be it depends upon. But by and large, doctors say, and the study shows that adopting these lifestyle, you can prevent at some extent. So what are these preventive measures? Stop smoking. So we know the smoking reduces our immunity. It is a carcinogenic agent that trigger other symptoms as well. So stop smoking without thinking anything else, and it can reduce cancer as well. Avoid excessive sun exposure. So in other countries there is lack of melanin, so they are doing preventive measures. But in India also we need to avoid sun exposure, and if we move out, then we can apply a sunscreen lotion like this. Avoid excessive sun exposure. Then eat a healthy diet. So which kind of diet is recommended? The kind of diet that nourishes our cervix or will work for our other lifestyle, other diseases. We need to add different colors of the fruits and vegetables in our plate. At least once in a plate, you can add this. Exercise most days of the week. So you need to exercise 5 days in a week at least, and 30 minutes. You can join any platform, or you can do on yourself. Maintain a healthy weight, like take care of your BMI and the weight. Drink alcohol in moderation. Actually, I recommend no drink at all, but if you are taking, then stop smoking with moderate. Schedule cancer screening exam. So screening is very, very much necessary, and go for the immunization as well. If you will go for the screening once in your birthday month, just decide your birthday month and go annually. And nowadays, in government sectors, government already recommended that go for the annual screening. So go for that. So, our presentation is divided into two parts, as I told, the cervix cancer in general and cervical cancer in particular. So now we are moving on to the cervical cancer. So our presentation is all about the cancers. So now we are moving on to the cervical cancer. Have you heard cervical cancer before? Our team member when did a survey, a study in the community, then in the 21 cities of the country, 43% of people said that they have heard about the cervical cancer. But the funny things, 21% of them has said that it is a cancer of neck, head and neck. How funny it is. They have heard, but they have heard it so marginally that they could misunderstood, confuse that it is a cancer of head and neck. So for your kind information, my dear friends, this is not a cancer of head and neck. That's why for differentiation, we are pronouncing it as a cervical cancer, not cervical. Cervical is pain. Cervical pain is the pain of head and neck, and nowadays it is prevalent. But we are talking about the cervical cancer, that is all about the women reproductive parts, and this is all about the mouth of uterus, the tiny parts of uterus. This is the cervix. This is vagina, cervix, and uterus. These are two fallopian tubes, and this is the ovary. So we are talking about this cervix. When we call cervical cancer, this is all about this. Now, which part of body does cervical cancer occurs? Then it is the cervix, we know. And which color represents cervical cancer? So you will get to know in the further slide the answer of this question. Now we will talk about the cervical cancer stats. As I said in the beginning, that every 8 minutes we lose one woman across our country with the disease that is the 100% preventable and treatable. So you can refer this slide and this world's stat, and yet India carries 1/4 world's cervical cancer burden death. And you can, the proof is here. In India, the 1,20,000, and other country you can see is not that much, it is less in number. So this is the stats of cervical cancer. Now we discuss about the global strategy to accelerate the elimination of cervical cancer. So WHO have given 3 pillars: prevention through the vaccination, screening and treatment of the precancerous lesion. It can prevent the precancerous lesion develop into the cancerous lesion. And third one is the treatment and palliative care of the cancer screen positive patient. And WHO also given us the 90-70-90 rules. So what is the 90-70-90 rules? 90% of the world girls population is fully vaccinated. If 90% of girls population is fully vaccinated, 70% of women is screened, and the 90% of screened women is getting the timely treatment and palliative care, then we can eliminate the cervical cancer from our country as well as from the world. So this is about the 90-70-90 rule, and that's why we are here to create an awareness for the prevention and early detection. Now, this is a slide for not all cancer is pink. What does it mean? Which cancer is represented by pink color? You must be knowing, and this is our breast cancer. There are lots of campaign strategies, pink diary, pink event. Even the people colored their houses with the pink color to create an awareness among the community towards the breast cancer. And breast cancer is the most globally accepted, the most common cancer in the world. But in case in the cervical, for the cervical cancer, we are not talking much about it. We are hesitating to talk about it, and that's why we are here to create an awareness about the cervical cancer that is completely preventable if we will get vaccination and proper screening. So now we need to know what causes cervical cancer. So cervical cancer is a sexually transmitted disease caused by a virus, and the name of the virus is HPV, human papilloma virus. So 100%, almost 100%, 99.7% cases of cervical cancer is caused by high risk HPV. HPV is the causing agent of the cervical cancer. So HPV affects not only cause the cervical cancer but other cancer as well. In men, HPV causes the penile cancer and head and neck cancer, and in women, along with the cervical cancer, it causes vulvar cancer, vaginal cancer, anal cancer, and genital warts as well. That is absolutely benign. So HPV affects all genders, not only the women but men as well. In the further slide, we will get to know. So early protection against HPV, why it matters? This is the very big question, that why it matters. As I said you, it is completely preventable if it detect early, treatable if it detect early, and preventable if we will get vaccinated and proper screened properly. So as we know about the COVID, there are various strains like Omicron, Delta virus. So for HPV, in HPV, there are 40 different kinds of variants, 40 different kinds of strains of the HPV. So, 80% of sexually active people will get this infection. And when it begins to rise in 30 to 34 years of age and peaks between the 55 to 65 years of age. Because it is sexually active people get this infection once in their lifetime. So we need to start our, screening at the age of 30. Below 30, we need not to go for the screening. We will get to know in the further slide about this. Now that there are 40 strains and 80% of sexually active people will have HPV infection. So now we will get to know the facts about HPV infection. Why we are stressing on the awareness, creating awareness for the prevention and early detection, because HPV infection may clear 0 to 1 year HPV, only infection occurs in 0 to 1 year. You have the 1 year of time, only infection, and you can wash it off from your body. Even if it is converted into low grade lesion, then also you can wash it off. 0 to 5 years it will take to convert it into the high grade lesion. 0 to 5 years. Still you have the chance to wash it off from your body. But in 1 to 10 years, when it converts into the invasive cancer, then we treat it as a cervical cancer, as a cancer. So we have, time. We have much time to wash it off out from our body. And how do we do that? By our screening, by the vaccination, by the early detection. So there are 10 symptoms of cervical cancer. How do we know and how do we go? Even we are telling that no need to wait for the symptoms. But still you should know the 10 symptoms as your warning signs, and you must go to visit to the doctor. Abnormal vaginal discharge. We think that sometimes it misunderstood that yes, vaginal discharge is common, but when it is thick in consistency and there is foul smell, smelly, bad smell, then you need to go to the doctor. Abnormal bleeding between periods, after sex, or menopause. So abnormal bleeding, you need to compare with your bleeding, with your cycle, with your length of your cycle, not compare to the others, your family members. Like others said that मुझे भी ऐसा होता है. No, you need to compare your own cycle, your own length, and then consult to the doctor. If any bleeding after sex or after menopause, so don't ignore this symptom, go to the doctor. If you have loss of bladder control, discomfort while urinating, pain, it could be other like the UTI, but it could be cancer, it could be nothing, it could be anything, other disease as well, but it could be cancer. Just consider it in that way and go to consult to the doctor. Now pelvic pain, sometimes we pain, but again you have to remember that symptoms that last 6 weeks, up to 6 weeks or more, or it recur, as I explained in the cancer 7 warning signs. There also we need to remember that if it recur, if it stay in your body for 6 weeks or more than that, then you need to consult to the doctor or any one of the symptoms. So 3 things you need to remember in the warning sign and for the symptoms of cervical cancer especially. Pelvic pain, if you feel pelvic pain for the 6 weeks or more than that, then you need to consult to the doctor. Unexplained weight loss, as I said, no need not to be happy that I am reducing my weight without any effort. Just go to consult to the doctor. If pain during sex, if you feel any pain, then it is not normal. It is a trigger for you to go to consult to the doctor. If you feel constant fatigue, you are feeling exhausted, you are not feeling like to do anything, then you go to consult to the doctor. Heavier and longer menstrual cycle, as I explained, that abnormal bleeding. If your menstrual cycle is prolonged, then you need to consult to the doctor, and if you have any kind of leg pain. So don't ignore all these symptoms. Just remember for yourself and for your community, for your loved ones. Now, as I said you that it is preventable. So how do we prevent it? There are 2 kinds of prevention, primary prevention and secondary prevention. So primary prevention we do with the HPV, vaccination against HPV, vaccination against human papilloma virus, and secondary prevention we will do for the early detection by the screening, by the cervical screening. Now, as a primary prevention, we need to know about the vaccination. There are 3 kinds of vaccination available in our country and all over the world. Gardasil, Cervarix, and Cervavac. Gardasil is available in 2 forms, quadrivalent and nonavalent. Quadrivalent protects us from the 4 strains. As I said, there are 40 variants. Not all variants are cervical cancer causing. So the causing, which are causing cervical cancer causing agent, so against which Gardasil will be preventing 4 variants, quadrivalent, and 9 against 9 variant nonavalent. So it is available in the 2 forms, and Cervarix is available in the bivalent. It protects us from 2 high risk causing cancers, like high risk variant, 2 high risk variants that will cause the cancer. Cervavac is an indigenous Indian made and it is quadrivalent, protects us from the 4 variant. And the schedule of the vaccination are 2 doses for girls aged 9 to 14 years of age. First dose now, the second dose will be the 6 months after the first dose. For example, if you will get vaccinated on the 1st of January, then the second dose will be 1st of July, after 6 months of the first dose. So it will be clear to you. Now the 3 doses for girls and women aged 15 to 26. So if you missed actually 9 to 14 years of age, the vaccinations are recommended because this is the prime time to get vaccination. All other vaccinations we take in this time only, right? In the immunization schedule. So that's why it creates antibody against the virus. So we need to take this only. But if you anyhow, if you somehow missed, then 3 doses are recommended for girls and women aged 15 to 26 years and before sexual debut. So then also it will work. So when will you take 3 doses? First dose now, second dose in the second month or the third month, and third dose is 6 months after the first dose. So that is the HPV vaccination schedule for the vaccination. Now, as I said, HPV vaccination in men also, because men are carriers. So in other countries, vaccination are recommended for boys also, but in our country so far, it is provided for the girls. But in other country, boys are also recommended to get the vaccination. It is a carrier of HPV and never show the symptoms. So boys are also recommended to get vaccinated. Now about the HPV vaccination global status. What is the global status? Over 130 countries have introduced HPV vaccination in their immunization schedule. And in Australia, cervical cancer is predicted to be eliminated actually by the 2035. They are working in that much way for the screening and for the vaccination. So 2 things are there for the elimination purpose. In UK and Sweden, more than 80% reduction in high-grade cervical lesions among the vaccinated cohort. And in the Rwanda, actually first African country, because India and Africa, in 2 countries, yet the 1/4 world's cancer burden death, cervical cancer burden deaths. So that's why even in the Rwanda, first African country, introduced nationwide HPV vaccination in 2011, and now it is 90% coverage in school girls. But if I will talk about the vaccination status in India, then in January 2025, our Union Health Secretary confirmed that HPV will be introduced in our immunization schedule, but so far it's not added. But what if I'll tell you that why we will depend upon the government? Could you compare the cost of the cervical cancer burden with this 2000 or like 2000, 3000 money? No, we should go for the vaccination. We should take control. We need to go move out for the vaccination. Don't depend on our government. The government will do their work and we have to do our work. We have to do much for our vaccination, for the screening. So this is my recommendation, this is my suggestion, this is my request for you all. Move out and go for the vaccination for your daughters, for your daughter-in-law, for yourselves. Even at the age of, till the age of 46 years in India, it is recommended to take 1 dose. So you can go for that also. There are various challenges: vaccine hesitancy, low awareness, its cost, and school reaching out to the girls, and myths around vaccines, like you are aware about the COVID vaccines. So these are also the challenges. But study shows that the girls who are vaccinated, in 100%, there is no any symptoms at all. But we recommend, even if you are vaccinated, just go for the screening. So that is also the recommendations. Now we will get to know about the prevention through screening. Now that we understood the prevention through vaccination, now we will know how do we go for the screening. So there are 2 main screening tests for the cervical cancer: HPV DNA test and Pap smear. So along with this is and HPV DNA test. If I will show you the slide, so this is very easy, non-invasive test. In 15 minutes, it takes only hardly 15 minutes, and you will get screened by the HPV DNA test. This is the speculum, vagina, and this is the breast. And the breast is introduced through the speculum to the cervix, and sample is collected, and you will be screened by the HPV DNA test. So this is the method. So HPV DNA test, it detects the infection. As I explained you in the previous slide, that 0 to 1, 1 to 5, 1 to 10. So it detects the infection. And PAP test detects the early detection. So in PAP test, we are all aware about it, that swab stick introduced into the cervix through the vagina, and cell samples are collected and smeared through the slide, and we will get screen. Other test, self-sampling method is also available, because it gives you the privacy, and you can get sample on your own convenient. It is also one swab stick you can collect at your home setting. And pap smear by the swab stick, and LBC liquid based cytology test. What is it? So in LBC also the sample is collected, but it is put into the liquid based cytology to make it clear. The cells will be very much clear, and you will be screened, and the test will be done. VIA is visual inspection acetic acid test. It is performed in the community setting, in the van, or free of cost at any health facilities. So HPV DNA test you need to conduct every 5 years, and pap smears every 3 years. Self sampling is also 3 years. Accuracy is HPV DNA test is for 92 more than 90% accuracy and sensitivity. So far WHO recommended for HPV DNA test and pap smear. With these two tests you will be screened, and you can be free from the cancer. Means you will be get checked for the 5 years, you will be free. So go for the HPV DNA test and pap smear test. Other test is also you can go for that, but these two tests are highly recommended by the WHO and our recommendation as well. Now screening, what to do and when to do. So what to do? So screening, I already discussed. There are HPV DNA and pap smears, and other than that there are the LBC and VIA visual inspection by acetic acid. Self sampling are available, but you need to go for the co-testing with pap and HPV test. At the age of 30 years, you need to start your screening at the age of 30 years. Why before 30 years not? Because before 30 years, we have good immunity. And after 30 years, we meet our partner as well. We exposed with the HPV, because as I said that men are also carrier, and they have, but they show no symptom. So 30 years is recommended for the starting of your screening. And at the age of 65 years, you can stop screening only when you have two negative tests, like you have screened before and you get your test done, that is negative, report is negative, then you can stop your screening at the age of 65. Otherwise, age between 30 to 65, you need to screen every 3 years for the pap test alone, and every 5 years for the co-testing HPV DNA and the pap smear. So I think it is clear to you. And now we will get to know that when screening not to do. So when not to do, women on their periods, no need to go for the screening. Only after 3 to 4 days of period over, she can go for the screening. If the women are pregnant, no need to go for the screening. There is no screening. And if she is delivered a baby for the 2 years period of 2 years, she need not to go to the screening. But if she is delivered by the cesarean section, she can go if appears any symptom. Now the 10 preventive measures to combat cervical cancer. Actually, to combat cervical cancer, there are two methods as we discussed for the prevention: vaccination and screening. But But these are also work for some extent. Practice safe sex. Don't ignore family history. You know why don't ignore family history? Because the carcinogen have the nature of mutations. So if the doctor knows about, if you know about your family history, then we get to know that yes, the carcinogens have the mutation ability. So it is a chance to be affected by the cancer. Now, quit smoking, as I explained very well, that smoking reduces our immunity and it triggers the carcinogens in our body. It is not good for other disease as well and in the cervical cancer as well. Stay in shape, just keep an eye on your BMI, limiting sex partner, keep an eye on your symptoms as I gave you the symptom. Now consume food that nourishes cervix. So what kind of food you will take to nourish your cervical health? You know, these are the good diet. What you understand with this diet, you know, there are different colors of fruits and vegetables. If you will take then you will get this nutrients and this will nourish your cervix. Now, the HPV vaccination, vaccination in two doses, like for the girls 9 to 14 years and for the girls and women 15 to 26 years in the three doses. Go for the vaccination. Don't ignore it. Regular screening. So regular screening, as if you will go for the HPV DNA test, so every 5 years, and if you are going for the co-testing HPV DNA and pap smear, again 5 years. If you are going alone pap smear, then every 3 years. You should go for the every 3 years. Strengthen your immune system. How will you strengthen your immune system? This is the slide. Tips to boost your immune system if you have HPV. Make sure that includes the fruits and vegetables, rich in vitamin B12, B complex, and decrease your stress level. Quit smoking. You can practice yoga and meditations. You need to bear smile on your face. You can follow me on the YouTube, Instagram, or Facebook community, and you can boost your immunity. You can refer any platform for the yoga and meditation. You can walk, you can exercise. So all these will work a lot for boosting your immunity. Now for testing your knowledge, what is the recommended age for screening for cervical cancer? You can unmute yourself and answer this question. Any one of you? What is the recommended age for screening for cervical cancer?
30 to 65.
Yes, great, great. Big clap. Then the next question is, which virus causes cervical cancer? Is it?
HPV.
Yes, HPV. Great. So that's all about my presentation. And thank you very much. And now you can ask any question. Floor is open for the question. I am stopping my presentation now. Thank you very much, all of you, for your patient listening. Thanks a lot.
Thank you, Didi. Thank you so much.
Okay, if you have any question, then you can ask your question. Stop sharing. Yes. How are you feeling now?
Mukta,
Listen.
it was an excellent session, but I feel so many people whom I have sent this link, they have not joined. Some are out of their house and some have gone for the meetings.
Yes,
Is
yes.
it possible to give us the link of YouTube for the same session? You have the recording?
It's not available on the YouTube. It is the
Recording is available for person.
no. It's not available on the YouTube. it is available with my organization. If they will provide me, then definitely I will provide you.
मैम यूट्यूब पे हम लोग अलाउ नहीं करते क्योंकि
Okay.
बहुत सारे लोगों के फेस जाते हैं इसमें ना, इसलिए हम ये सब यूट्यूब पे नहीं डालते। एक आपको ड्राइव लिंक मिल जाएगी, उस ड्राइव पे आप जाके देख सकते हैं वो वीडियो, ये रिकॉर्डेड सेशन।
Thank you so much. It is really very much. Mukta, you can share this with Habilda also. Habilda should keep your the meeting, the same meeting. It is really excellent. We don't know many things about. I am overaged. I am 70. So, but many people will get good information and they can work on it. Thank you so much, sir. Thank you so for this session. I need to leave, Mukta. My husband is waiting.
Okay. Thank you very much,
So
ma'am.
much.
Thank you very
Thank you
much. You
so
can
much.
leave now. You
थैंक
can
यू
leave.
मैम।
Yeah,
Okay.
thank you.
Others, if you have any question, then you can ask here. I will answer you. If you have any confusion during the explanation of my slide, then you can also ask me. Otherwise, I was ever grateful for you all that you all have joined and made this session successful, because without audience, to whom I would have explained.
नैना जी बोल रही हैं थैंक यू सो मच मैम, एंड कविता पुरोहित मैम बोल रही हैं एक्सलेंट सेशन।
Okay, thank you, Kavita ma'am. Thank you, Naina ji.
Thank you so much. Thank you.
Thank you, ma'am. Thank you very much. If others
Thank you. Bye.
have any, okay. Bye. You can leave. You can leave now.
Bye.
It's very
Okay.
nice.
बाकी कविता मैम हमारे साथ ही ऑर्गेनाइजेशन के साथ जुड़ी हुई हैं, एज इन गुजरात रसना फाउंडेशन है उनका, तो वो हमारे साथ अभी एक प्रोजेक्ट में काम कर रही हैं, इसलिए उनको मतलब कोई क्वेश्चन होगा नहीं क्योंकि वो पहले से ही सब कुछ जानती हैं, इसलिए ठीक है मैम, अगर
इसलिए
आप
मैं
जा रही हैं तो बाय।
इसलिए मैं आंसर नहीं दे रही
हाँ
थी।
Yes.
ठीक है,
Yes, ma'am.
Okay.
ओके मैम।
Bye.
Okay, ma'am. If others have any question, then you can ask, or otherwise we will end our meeting.
So, ma'am, I am Jayashree from Kerala, and it is
Yes, ma'am.
energetic and powerful class. It is very informative. And Muktama, you start with this energy, and the energy we get energy within 10 seconds. That is very nice. It's a very good, and this is a very informative session. I thank you, your organization, and especially Mukta ma'am. Thank you very much.
Thank you so much, Jayashree ma'am. Thank you so much for joining here, and yes, you have given a feedback that is excellent for me. This is very encouraging feedback for me. Thank you very much.
ओके मुक्ता दीदी, क्लास बहुत ही नॉलेजेबल है, नॉलेजेबल थी, बहुत अच्छा लगा, काफी कुछ समझ में आया, इवन सब कुछ समझ में आ गया। थैंक यू सो मच।
थैंक यू इंदू, थैंक यू कि तुम ज्वाइन की।
I wanted to ask also something.
Yes, ma'am.
Can I-
Yes, you can ask.
My daughter is 26 years old, but she hasn't got the cervical vaccination. So can she get it done now?
Yes. Definitely.
Because someone was
With
telling me that.
With 3 doses, as I explained now, 15 to 26 years, with 3 doses, she will go for the
But you have to first consult your doctor, gynec doctor.
Yes. First consult your doctor and then go for that.
Okay. Thank you.
Thank you, ma'am.
सो आप लोगों को कोई क्वेश्चन है? मुक्ता जी से कोई क्वेश्चन है, कुछ फीडबैक देना हो या फिर कुछ आपको कुछ समझ में नहीं आया हो, आप लोगों को उसका कोई क्वेश्चन अगर हो तो प्लीज पूछ लीजिए एक बार, नहीं तो फिर हम सेशन एंड करेंगे अभी। आई थिंक इज 5:01 हो गए हैं।
Yes. Somehow I wound up in the time frame.
हाँ हाँ.
Yes.
सो
Okay.
मुक्ता जी, फिर हम एंड करें सेशन.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
थैंक यू मुक्ता जी, बहुत ही एनर्जेटिक सेशन था आपका. मैंने आपकी फीडबैक जो है वो लिख ली है कुछ. बहुत ही अच्छा सेशन था, बहुत ही कॉन्फिडेंट थी आप ये सेशन देते वक्त. आप अभी से नहीं, आपने जब से ज्वाइन किया है हमारा एम्बेसडर प्रोग्राम, तब से आप बहुत कॉन्फिडेंट हैं. और यही चीज़ होती है जो लोगों को मतलब काफ़ी आगे तक लेके जाती हैं, और वो टैलेंट आप में है. तो मैम कीप इट अप. ठीक है.
Thank you so much, sir, for your encouragement, for your supporting, and every time you supported me and you replied me instantly. Thank you very much for
ठीक
all
है
of
मैम.
that. Thank you, Manju. Thank you, Jayashree ma'am and Naina Joshi ma'am. All. Thank you very much. We are
तो
ending
मैं
our session. Yes.
तो मैं एग्जिट कर रहा हूँ मैम. ठीक है.
Yes,
हाँ.
yes, definitely. Yes. Bye, everyone.